night 2, and this is the first of 2 consecutive days at sea. So what better way is there to spend a night than bar hopping? So we're about to experience everything this ship has to offer at night, and I'm going to show you each and every event. This is actually wear your best / elegant night, so I'm already dressed up and ready to go. So hit that subscribe button, be sure to hit that like, and let's go. The only specialty dining option I did for this cruise was Hooked Seafood. I paid $57.99 plus tax to dine here, and it turned out to be a great choice. At drinks, and this oyster shooter looks intriguing. I don't know exactly what this means, but I think we're gonna have to try at least a set of 2 of them. So we're here in Hooked about to order. It's really loud and the lighting is not that great. This ring light is saving me, but I think we are going to get the captain's platter, so I'll be back to show you guys the food and let you know what I think in a moment. We have oyster shooters here. I have one with vodka and one with gin, and it literally has oyster in it, and you take it as a shot. Okay, we're gonna try it. I don't know why I get on these cruises and get so bold. So this is the vodka one with the oyster in it. Ah. All right, ready? Ooh, and it's horseradish and cocktail sauce in it. That's actually really good. Damn, I like that. Ooh, it's so weird. So good. Okay, I'm gonna give that a minute to rest before we try the next one. All right, we're back around to the next oyster shot. This one with vodka. This one don't look as good. The other one, I think the cocktail sauce and lemon and all that was so good that it like set it off. We're gonna try this one. Ooh, that one is actually good too. That is so weird. I don't understand how a shot with an oyster in it could be good, but that was delicious. I actually really like that. Alright, our first appetizers here, we have the fried calamari. Alright, let's try a little calamari. So, here it is. We're gonna dip it in a little sauce here. Ooh, that's slapping. Okay, so far Hooked was an amazing choice. Between those oyster shots and this is good. We have another appetizer on the way of the broiled oyster, so we're going oyster crazy. That is good. You gotta try Hooked. I can already tell you. I don't know what the main entree is gonna be like. This is good. So the baked oysters were not my favorite, and I thought that stuff in the middle was edible, but that was actually salt. So I really messed up my palate just eating that. But I give it about a 7 out of 10. For the main entree, I decided to do the captain's platter, which consisted of lobster, shrimp, and salmon. The lobster and shrimp were really good, but the salmon was a little dry for my liking. And the macaroni and cheese, you'll hear what I thought of it, but this turned out to be my least favorite part of the meal. I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm trying lobster mac and cheese though. Okay, mac and cheese is decent. It has a decent flavor, but it's a little dry. I really am not a mac and cheese person. I know that probably is strange to a lot of people, but yeah, I mean, it has little pieces of lobster in it, but and it's cheesy. Yeah, it's not okay for me. Not the greatest. Here's dessert. So this is the chocolate brownie, and I think this is the perfect size. We got us a little bit of red wine left here. We're gonna have this, and then we will be off. We headed to karaoke. All right, we are here. Spotlight Karaoke is stop 1. It is 10:30 p.m. and we are headed into this club. This is located on the promenade, which is awesome because you're right in the center of all the action. One of the things I really enjoyed about this show was that each of the activities had its own venue. So I love the fact that there is an entire karaoke spot so that you don't feel like you're visiting the same spots over and over and everything is a new experience. Now, I don't know if it was just the time I went or whatever, but the venue is nice. Like, I give the venue a 10 out of 10, but the crowd just was not there. This was not the popping spot. Now, they did have an individual menu for this venue that I thought was really good, and it was cute since it had a little record on the cover of it. Yeah, I don't know what was up with the vibe. I never really caught karaoke when the vibes were just there, but still a nice stop on the trip. And the night hop continues. Next stop, Starburst in Absolute Zero, which is the ice skating rink. So let's see what the show is like. Unfortunately, the show played copyrighted music, so I had to mute it for this video. But let me tell you guys, Icon of the Seas, Royal Caribbean, they knew how to do some shows. This show was really, really pretty. I was supposed to come back and see the rest of it, but I never did just because there were other events I wanted to go to. But I stopped there this night, and this was just a very beautiful like setup, and of course they're ice skating, so amazing show. And we're still club hopping. Next up is dueling pianos. So let's see what that show is about. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear what they were saying when I walked up, but let me tell y'all, this was the spot to be every night. Was it my move? Really? Not really. But every night, this place was packed out to the max. This was such a cool concept because you have two people directly across from each other playing pianos and kind of almost like battling. But when I tell you guys this was the spot every night, this place was lit every single night. Alright, and we are still night hopping, and this time we are headed to the comedy show. It's the 11:30 late night comedy show. So, let's go. The same thing I mentioned about the karaoke spot rang true for the comedy club. It had its own venue and it looked so beautiful inside. Now, I could not record the show, but I can let you guys know there were 3 different comedians that performed and every one of them were good. That is something that does not happen. Like, I never like all the comedians on board. Each one was fantastic. It is 12:30 and that is a wrap on our night hop. Let me know which event or venue you like the most and which one you're most excited to experience on Icon of the Seas. Night. Hey, welcome to day 3. So today is a sea day and I am all about hitting these pools. So I have not spent time in the hideaway, so the adults only area. So that is my plan for today. And that's pretty much it. I just want to lay out by the pool, enjoy the outside, and get out of this room. So tune in to see what happens today. Vitality Cafe is located in front of a spa on deck 14, and it is a must for fresh juice. So I have my juice. I just got me like a little carrot and ginger juice made, and I'm headed to the hideaway, adults only area. So right now we're walking through Chill Island too. One of the most interesting things you can find on Royal Caribbean ships is the flow rider. Now, I've done it once before, but it just did not happen for me this trip. I actually planned on doing it, but it just never lined up time-wise and hair-wise because I could not mess up my hair with this thing. It's about 8 in the morning towel issue here, where people leave their towel and clips and basically take their seats and reserve them all day. So it is a thing here on Icon. So like I said, it's 8, so you definitely have to get here even earlier. So we have gone through an outfit change and I've curled my hair. It's actually a little bit too warm for me at the pool, so I'm inside now. So we're looking for lunch. We're probably going to do either Playmakers or we're gonna do a Zoomy in the park, which is right here. So we're walking through Central Park. It's a beautiful day during this day 3. Today's outfit is from Micah's or Mika's, however you say it. You know, it'll be tagged somewhere in the description, this video. But yeah, let's see what we're gonna eat and explore. I'm in front of Trellis Bar where I am getting ready to get an espresso martini. I have just fallen in love with those on this ship. I wanted to get like one of the signature drinks here, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But there is still time. So we're gonna sit out here in Central Park and enjoy it for the day. For lunch, I ultimately decided to do Playmakers, which is a sports bar and arcade on the ship. This place is the spot on the ship to get wings and your sports food and watch the game. So it was good vibes and it was early, so it was quiet. So this is day 3 of our sailing, and currently we have received 2 gifts for the inaugural sailing. We have a cap as well as a water bottle. So I don't know if we're getting something delivered today or if this is going to be an everyday thing. But these are the gifts so far. We're off to try round 2 at the pool. This is insane. Like, I really do all the changing in these outfits. That's why I need so many outfits. So we in the next swimsuit, getting ready to go to the pool. We're gonna try a swim and tonic. Let's go try the swim up bar, and then we'll see about the other pool. Now, Swim and Tonic is cute, but this is not where everybody was hanging. Everybody was at the Hideaway, so the adults only area was the poppin' area during this time. So I came over, visited the bar, grabbed me a drink, and just hung out. Meet my new friends Andre and Kyle, who I met at the casino sitting at the bar. I always tell my solo travelers, sitting at the bar is one of the best ways to meet people. You can just sit there if you feel uncomfortable, and typically someone will start talking to you. So that is how we met the previous day at the casino, and we had the best time at the pool. Shout out to you guys, loved meeting you. This day was the longest I have ever stayed at a pool on the ship, but I think it was just the views and the vibes here that were just so good. So I started to see the sun go down, and it was such a beautiful sight from the ship. The later it got, it was just like the nicer it got. So it started to kind of thin out as it got later, because of course people were going to dinner, but seeing the sunset from these views of this infinity pool, that was a move. Okay, so I just left the pool party with Lynette and Stanley, Addie and Terry, and I'm starting to think maybe I didn't like the ship because I was a bored solo traveler. So maybe the key is to hang with people on this ship, because I just had a blast today. So we'll see how we feel about it after this. But as of right now, this trip has taken a turn. I have something positive to say. I had an absolutely great time. Hey guys, still day 3. When I tell you the room was the perfect amount of cold and I was asleep so hard, I got up with just enough time to see Lou's Jazz and Blues, the Earth, Wind & Fire tribute. But we're not going to be up long tonight. Definitely went way too hard at the pool. and I am exhausted. But let's get in here really quick and see what this is looking like. And this may be an end to the night.
Blues Jazz and Blues is a dedicated jazz and blues club located in Central Park, and this was one of my favorite spots, hands down, on the ship. I love seeing live music, so having this right near me on the ship was a win. Another thing that makes this venue special is this outdoor seating area right outside of the club. So you can sit outside, feel the breeze, and actually hear the band performing. So this spot is just top tier. Like I said, favorite spot on the ship, 10 out of 10 on everything from the performances to the setup.
I thought I'd make it to the club, but apparently that is not going to happen. So I think eating this pizza will be the end of day 3. So tomorrow is our first day in port, and we have an excursion to look forward to. So I will see you guys in the next